Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Blackford Sports Network, home of your Blackford Bruins. Tonight, traveling all the way over to Kokomo, Indiana, to Northwestern High School. And as I said during the JV game, or at the end of the JV game, if you missed it, JV picks up the win. But Cody couldn't make it tonight, and Grant, I don't know what happened to him. I don't think he could make it either, but he decided not to make the trip all the way over here and wished me luck. So we got our good friend Chris Landis to join us tonight. Chris, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. So I seen you over there writing down a bunch of stuff for the JV contest. Tell me a little bit about what you got.
Okay. Well, at the end of the first quarter, the two teams were tied 7-7. Blackford had their best quarter of the night. In the second, they outscored Northwestern 13-4 to take a 20-11 halftime lead. Both teams put up 18 points in the third quarter, and Blackford held on to a 38-29 advantage. And then Blackford put 18 more up in the fourth quarter and held on for a 56-41 victory. Northwestern struggled all night, especially outside, 1 for 14 from three-point range. They ended up shooting 17 for 52 from the field, so about 35%, actually about 33%. They were 5 for 10 from the foul line, and they were led by a freshman named Hudson Harris with 15 points. They had 13 turnovers in the game, and Blackford won the rebounding statistics over them 31-22. For Blackford, Landon Grimes had an outstanding game. Hit his first 5 shots of the game and actually hit 8 of his first 9. Finished 8 for 11 from the field. 2 of 3 from the foul line, had 18 points and 8 rebounds to lead Blackford.
Wow.
Dawson Hunley actually had a great fourth quarter. He came on and hit a pair of threes, was 4 or 5 from the free throw line, and finished with 14 just with those 10 points just in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
Also 4 rebounds. Dane Baker finished tonight with 9 points and 6 rebounds. Scott Winger had 5 points and 3 rebounds. Dayton Hoover had 2 points, 4 rebounds. Mickey Waters had 5 rebounds and finished with 6 points. And also scoring, Stephen Hoover had 2 points. Blackford, again, like I said, 31-22, run the battle of the boards. Blackford did make 17 turnovers and still got that 15-point win. They were 17 of 33 from the field, 3 of 11 from three-point range, and had hit 13 out of 18 free throws. So
wow.
Really good shooting from the foul line to help them get that win or at least sustain the lead. Really weren't threatened that much beyond the second quarter when they took that 9-point lead.
Right.
So
shooting
good win.
About 72% from the free throw line.
Yeah.
That's actually really good. We'll take that all day long.
Absolutely.
I'd be remiss if we didn't congratulate the boys' swim team today, picking up their 13th win over Jay County, I believe is who it was. I don't know. I even went in and talked to Christy Malott a little bit after school, and she even told me, and I still couldn't tell you who it was. I'm pretty sure it was picked it up over Jay County. Their 13th win breaks the all-time win record for boys swim at 13. So congratulations to the boys swim program. They've really done a great job this year.
Absolutely. My son actually swam last couple years of school, and he was a diver, but he got thrown into a couple swim events because at the time they did not have the numbers. But, the swim team the last couple years has really made a name for itself.
Yes,
girls and boys. I know Natalie Blakely just broke a record.
Yep.
The boys had already broke a relay record.
Yep.
And I assume
they broke a couple last year. I think they broke a couple of this year.
Yeah.
Had a lot of personal bests this year, so really coming on strong here. And I don't know that they're really graduating any key swimmers, so they should be just as strong next year. And if I know those boys, they're going to be hunting for blood. They're going to want to break their own records and go for that 14-win season. So
get out and recruit. It's all a numbers game in swimming.
There you go.
You can win every event you're in, but if you're only in 4 or 5.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like wrestling. If you only have one weight class, And
Exactly.
in wrestling, you're never going to win a meet.
Yep, and I remember talking to Todd Hill, and a lot of the times it's the second and the thirds that you get that push you to those wins.
Yep.
Where if you don't have any depth, you can't even get those. So,
Exactly.
So, yeah, congratulations to the swim teams.
Yep, congratulations indeed. But we're here for basketball, high school boys basketball. And Blackford, again, traveled all the way over. It was about an hour and 5 minutes worth of a drive. Our family stopped at Ivanhoe's on the way over, as well did Brandon Strobel's grandparents. And Neil made it quite clear that I needed to make sure I was here on time because he had family down in Florida that was dependent on me. So,
yep.
Jessica, if you're listening, I made it.
And we beat the weather because it sounds like that's going to come in.
Is it going to come in tonight?
Later tonight. Probably tonight.
Really?
Later tonight.
Yikes.
It
I
sounds
heard
like
that's supposed to be bad, like 6 to 9 inches.
Yeah, they're saying the worst part will hit tomorrow midday, but there's a chance we could have some stuff tonight.
Yikes. Well, so I know you had sent me a text, and you had all kinds of research going into this game, and I told you when you sent that to me, I just got home from work. So
yeah.
You'll have more information. The only thing that I've got for you is Tayson Parker is on the team for Northwestern, and looking at him this year, he looks bigger than he did last year. So looking forward to watching what hopefully ends up being a good game.
Well, and he's obviously the motor that drives that team. They're 14-3 right now. Kind of different approaches to the game. Blackford's averaging 78.1 points a game. Northwestern is only getting 58.4. And when I rattle a couple scores off of you here in a minute, you'll see that they want that lower scoring game. Their defensive average, they're only allowing 48.5 points a game, so that's almost down to Luke's average. So they're going to have their work cut out. Blackford's defensive average, 62.9. Northwestern right now, Jim Gish is their coach. He's in his 16th year. They defeated Peru on Basketball Day in Indiana, 48-45, erasing an 8-point halftime lead. And they also just recently defeated Twin Lakes, and it was 51-48. So the lower scoring seems to be the better for them.
Right.
Which is not indicative. I'm going to tell you the score last year. Northwestern beat Blackford a year ago, 90-79, and I don't think anybody brought the defense with them that night. That is the only two times these two teams have played, and as we found out before the game, this is the last meeting contract-wise. So Northwestern has defeated Madison, Grant, Miss Cinewall, and Elwood. They've won 7 games in a row and 9 of their last 10. Blackford obviously coming off that heartbreaker to Andrean, 70-68. They have won 4 of their last 5 games, but they are 6-5 so far the second half of the season. In the Herald site today, I did look that up, and they're actually picking Northwestern to defeat Blackford 62-61.
By 1.
Expecting it to be a very good game. And for Northwestern, like we were talking about, Tayson Parker, he was 9 for 9 from the foul line Saturday, scored 15 of the team's 18 points in the fourth quarter, finished with 27 points in that 48-45 win. So he had 27. The rest of the team had 21.
Wow.
He is also their second all-time leading scorer, and I believe Mr. Rugen and I were talking about he needs about 57 points tonight, and he'll be Northwestern's all-time leading scorer.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So how many points would that be?
He has
total?
1,614 points right now, and he is only the 4th player in Howard County history to ever get that high of a point total. And one of the 4 that has reached that level was Kokomo's Jimmy Rail. So he's in very good company. I'm looking here. Actually, his stats, Northwestern's one of those teams that do not make their stats available on Max Preps or anywhere else. A lot of people think that's just helping people do some scouting. He did have 41 last year against Blackford. Luke put up 34. All 34 of those for Blackford came in the last 3 quarters, so they held Luke scoreless in the first quarter a year ago. He got into foul trouble Saturday, and that is how Peru was able to get that 8-point halftime lead. He picked up 2 fouls and only played 6.5 minutes of the first half. So obviously foul trouble could be a situation for them, and like we said, depth-wise, if if the other parts of this team aren't averaging a lot of points, that could be to Blackford's benefit.
Right.
For Blackford, Luke obviously leading the state with a 33.2 point average, averaging 8 assists a game, which has him also 8.1. That has him first in the state. Actually, unofficially, Luke is ranked 18th in the country, and I say unofficially because, again, not everybody reports their statistics. So, according to Max Preps, the leading scorer in the country right now is Marcus Robinson of New York with a 45.8 point average.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, so, but anyway, Blackford's, we're looking at a 28.5 rebounds a game, 13.5 assists a game, and I think that is a key to tonight. I mentioned you earlier when Blackford got beat by Winchester. They scored 96 points in the loss and only had 10 assists.
Yes.
And then last Saturday, when Andrean got the 70-68 win, Luke had 23 shot attempts. Brandon Strobel had 15. The rest of the team, Dalton Willman had 2, and Max Warres had 6. And that you make yourself easier to guard when you can do that. And I know Luke is at his best when he can dish and get those assists as well. 2
key players tonight for Blackford, in my opinion, Brandon Strobel, Cam Elam.
Yep.
Both need to have solid games, draw a little pressure off of Brown. And Warres and Willman also. I mean, it's got to be a team effort. But if you can get at least one of those guys to hit at least double-digit figures tonight down in the paint, then it could be an upset.
Yeah, and I getting to the free throw line I think is a big thing for the Bruins. They're shooting 71% from the foul line. You've got several guys shooting outstanding out there. Luke is 106 of 119 on the year, 89% from the foul line. Elam 73%, Strobel 76%. So those are the guys that we need to get to the foul line. Dalton Willman comes in averaging 6.4 points, 6.1 rebounds. He's shooting 65% from the field, leading the team from 2-point range. Elam's getting 7.5 points a game, 3.1 rebounds. He's shooting 45% from the field. Strobel 14.5 points, almost 5 rebounds a game. He is shooting 38% overall from the field, 40% from 3-point range. Luke is shooting 54% from the field, 40% from 3-point range. And then Warres is getting 10.1 points a game, 5.1 rebounds, and he has got 41% from the field. So just some things to get the night started.
Did you take a breath at all?
No. And I probably wrote that fast looking all that up, too.
So I did want to correct one thing.
Yes.
I was corrected by somebody on here, and I don't remember where it was at. But the boys' swim team is graduating 2.
Okay.
Colin Penrod, Ethan Miller, who are both on the record-breaking. Oh, my apologies. I didn't mean to take anything from them. I just didn't realize they were seniors.
Yeah.
I did.
A lot
I
of
just
kids.
didn't realize they were on that relay team.
Right.
So,
hey,
going to be a good season nonetheless. And hopefully they can find somebody else to put into those positions coming up that can help those other boys break that record. And if you're on our chat group, no, there is no trash talking. You can trash talk, but you need to be polite about it. If you're going to call somebody trash or if you're going to say they're no good, then just take yourself somewhere else because we don't put up with it. We'll put you in timeout first. You'll get a 5-minute break. If you come right back, then I'll just block you straight up from it. You won't be able to chat anymore. You can still come back and watch, but you just won't be able to chat on here.
Just remember these are high school kids, and I doubt very many people that are watching and even sitting in the stands can do half of what these kids are doing.
Exactly.
And putting the time in and just, if you want to talk great about someone, that's fine. Be positive, but don't be putting kids down.
If you want to talk about how great Tayson Parker is, I'm all for it. The guy's definitely good.
Absolutely.
Somebody said they were surprised he didn't go D1. Maybe he didn't want to.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a lot of kids that just don't want that. Some kids do, and some kids would rather make sure they're going to go someplace where they're going to play.
And scholarship is not always about playing ball.
Right.
My son is hopefully going to pick up a scholarship to play baseball. And when we went to some of the showcases, the first thing they said was, don't just look for a scholarship. look for a scholarship that fits what you want to do after scholarship.
Absolutely.
And then they went into some really crazy stats about how, there's 15,000 high school seniors every year, and only 300 or 3,000 actually get scholarships or go on to play outside of college. So always look for that degree first, which I'm guessing is probably what Taysom Parker did.
Absolutely. If you're not going to go pro, there's, you need to go a place where they can help you pay for your education, get your education, get a good job.
Yes, absolutely.
And the number of kids, like you said, and I don't have numbers, but it's a small percentage that go on to play professionally.
Very small, very small.
I did just see Chris Kaufman from the IHSAA here. So
who's that?
He is one of the commissioners from the IHSAA. So,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So we're getting ready to have the national anthem as well as a few other things. So we will be right back after this.
We're the American Veterans, or AMVETS. Our mission is to help all veterans secure the benefits they're entitled to as part of their enlistment. If you're a veteran and have never registered with the VA, contact us to discover all the benefits you may be entitled to. Our service officers are local in VA hospitals in Fort Wayne, Marion, and Indianapolis. They're certified to file a VA claim for you and see it through at no charge to you. Contact AMVETS at the number listed below.
Are you suffering from neck, back, or joint pain? Clear Choice Chiropractic can help. From neck pain, migraines, stress, or a colicky baby, Clear Choice Chiropractic has the tools necessary to help you live pain-free. Call Dr. Malia Robertson today at 765-329-5044 and schedule an appointment. Don't live another day in pain. Call now, 765-329-5044, or stop in and visit them at 1501 North Walnut Street in Hartford City. Do you have an insurance claim suffered to your home or business and not quite sure if you're getting the settlement you deserve? If so, contact Jeremy and the team of CMA Claim Management Adjusters for a free claim consultation. Nationally recognized as one of the nation's most respected public adjusting firms, CMA handles all types of insurance claims: fire, theft, hail, flood, and many more. Large or small, we settle them all, ensuring you get everything you're entitled to. Contact CMA today for a free consultation at 844-CMA-9110 or visit their website at www.claimmanagementadjusters.com. Are you looking for a used car at an affordable price? Call Dave Montgomery at Dave's Car Corner. He has the nicest used cars on the market, and you just can't beat the friendly service that Dave Montgomery provides. Located at 1225 North Walnut Street in Hartford City. Huggins Auto Sales and Service with Scott Confer and crew have over 85 years of experience in the auto sales and service area. Since 1946, Huggins has been a name you can trust to get you the car or truck you need and providing you with all of your service department needs from their highly trained ASE master technicians. Located at 2603 North Walnut Street in Hartford City, or you can see their inventory at hugginsshowroom.com.
Town Acres Church of Christ in Muncie, a friendly congregation striving for biblical truth. Only 20 minutes south of Hartford City on Reagan Road, just west of the Muncie Bypass. Town Acres has classes for all, loves visitors, and works to embody the first century church. Sunday Bible study at 9:30 a.m., worship at 10:30 and 1:30. Visit us on the web at townacreschurchofchrist.org. No one is a stranger at Town Acres Church of Christ.
All right, we are back, Chris. And I have to do some housekeeping here.
And now, for your Northwestern Tigers. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready to rumble.
Uh-oh.
Here's your seniors. One last time. A 6-foot senior guard, number 20.
All right, as they get into the starting lineup, sounds like they're going to start all of the seniors tonight for Northwestern. I think there was about 5 of them, too, wasn't there, that they honored before the game.
And one of these games like this, it wouldn't be surprising to see Northwestern get off to a quick start, the adrenaline of senior night, but then everything evens out and they'll come back down to earth. So
right.
Number 30, Ethan Kennedy. A 5'11" senior guard, number 11, Nathan Bennett. And rounding out your seniors, a 6' senior guard, number 22, Tayson Parker.
Hey, there's Jerty. How you doing, Jerty? All right, the game getting ready to get underway.
And another part, you know, Luke and Tayson are obviously the centerpieces of tonight's game, but most likely this game will come down to how the other ones play.
Yeah, you got to
those
have.
Guys are going to get their points.
Yeah, those guys always get their points. Nothing ever changes there, but it all depends on what those other kids can do and whether they're actually going to help or if they're just going to sit back and try to let them figure it out on their own, which – I mean, Luke's averaging 32 a game.
Yep.
Tayson's averaging 27.
About 27, yep.
But you have to have, those other players.
Yep.
There's a reason that Luke Brown is leading the state in assists. So those other players have to get involved. Tayson Parker wins the jump ball.
And going to what your comment about him looking bigger, I think he could play linebacker for a lot of teams.
I'm telling you, he's looks like he's put on.
That should be over and back because of his knee. Yep,
it is
his knee. Yep. They don't agree with that, but it absolutely hit his knee.
And they're still talking to him about it. Didn't help matters though.
Nope.
Blackford ball on this side of the court.
That was a good call.
Elam inbounds to Brown. Brown all the way at the top.
They're going to double team him right away.
Taking away the passing lanes. Elam for 3. Good. That's how you want to get started here early on at Northwestern. Now they have the ball on the near side. Parker with the ball. Brown guarding him. Parker drives over for a small jumper. Doesn't get it. Willman with the rebound. Now Brown's bringing it up, and they do have a double team going on. He gets it to Strobel. Strobel drives to the baseline, stops, picks up his dribble, kicks it all the way back out to Luke. Luke for a long 3 and drains it. Nothing but net. He was on the end in the middle of the court. And now Northwestern with the ball. They're getting it down onto the near side corner. Looking for Tayson Parker, but they drive it all the way to the other side. In the corner for 3. No good, but they get the own rebound. Bounces once, it goes off.
Good hands by Luke.
Luke's hands. Northwestern ball at the baseline. A good game so far. Pretty exciting on both ends of the court. And it looks like they do not want it. They get it to the tall guy in the center. He misses, gets his own rebound, though, and gets it back up for 2.
That is Eli Edwards, a 6'4" sophomore.
And now Strobel with the ball. He is being guarded by Eli. And now Brown drives over. Another 3. Nothing but net. 3 threes in a row for Blackford. 9-2. And now Northwestern with the ball. Luke cutting off the passing lanes to Tayson Parker. They're going to make the rest of the team beat them. And Tayson was just standing there, not doing anything. They do get a rebound.
That's a 6'4" sophomore again. They're going to have to get him out of there.
I agree. And now on the corner, looking for the 3, but nope. Pass it on to the other side of the court. Now they're back out to the top of the key. Kicking it all the way to the other side again. Drives it in, kicks it back out on the near side. They're going to drive over to the other side, get down in towards the paint. No good, a little short jumper. And Cam Elam, that's going to be a jump ball, but it is Blackford's. And Elam's going to inbound, and now they're going to get Tayson. They're going to double-team Luke and not let him take the ball up the court.
Well, they did that earlier, but now they're going to get him one-on-one. He's going to get the ball.
Yes, he is. He does have the ball now.
Yep, they can't guard him one-on-one because
Nope.
he's either going to find
And
the
there's
open
Dalton
person.
Willman. Luke to Willman for the assist and 2. And now Blackford's back on defense.
Blackford's 4 for 4, and that's 2 assists for Luke already.
And now Parker with the ball. Luke guarding him. He drives to the other side. And, they picked up a little double team on Parker. He kicks it all the way to the other side. Back out to the top to the 6'4 sophomore. And a 3 by Northwestern. No good. Rebound goes to Northwestern. And Max Ward is going to pick up his first foul and send number 30 to the line, shooting 2.
And number 11 is a 5'11 senior, Nathan Bennett. And he hasn't been bashful. He's 0 for 2 from three-point range. Missed his other two-pointer, but Blackford's got to keep them off the boards. That is their 5th rebound already.
And he does sink his first one, cutting the lead down to 8 now. And now number 21 is coming in. 20 looks like he's going to be on the shooter, so if he makes this one, a quick timeout will be called.
And he's another senior.
And he misses it, so he stays in, but Cam Elam got the rebound. And, man, it looked like he was about 6 inches above the rim.
Yeah.
Brown with a no-look pass to Wars. Wars gives it over to Strobel. Strobel gives it back out to Wars on the top of the arc. Wars gets it down to Elam. All he had to do was turn around, but he kicks it back out to Strobel. Strobel's going to drive into the paint, up and in for good.
And Blackford still with no missed field goal attempts.
It seems like Blackford is – and Luke Brown gets a block, strips it right out of Parker's hands, and I did not set my replay up, so we did not get that one.
Well, Parker just decided that time he was going to take things into his own hands and go to the basket, and it didn't work so well.
This crazy, but this reminds me, we've got a quick foul on Cam Elam.
Yeah, he bodied him up pretty quick, and that's something you don't want to do that far away from the basket because I doubt he's going to hit that jump shot.
This game is eerily reminiscent of last year's game, but in the reverse.
Yeah.
Tayson Parker came out and dropped 15 quick points on Blackford, but now it's Blackford who's dropping the points on Northwestern and playing good, solid
21.
defense.
Just watching there that they didn't call 3 seconds. He had his foot in the lane the entire time he had that ball there.
I noticed that they don't really call that anymore. Parker for 3 is good.
And like we said, they're going to get their points, and that's his second shot. And now he's got 3 on the board. And now they're going to double-team Luke again out front, which means somebody's open.
That's right. And now Elam with the ball on the far side gets it to Brown. Brown fakes like he was going to drive in, but pulls up. Now Parker's coming up to put the double team. Leaves Strobel wide open for 3. He misses in and out. And the 6'4 sophomore gets the tip over to his own player for the rebound. They come down, shoot the 3, and he gets another rebound. And I think they're going to call that one on Willman. No, they're calling it on Wars. I thought he had his hands straight up for that one, but apparently not. And now it looks like Stephen Hoover's going to come in for somebody.
Well, they've got to get
comes in for Wars.
Northwestern off the board. They have scored all but the three-pointer that Parker hit. All their points have come on offensive boards.
Yes. And he hits the second one, drains both of them. And now it looks like they've laid off of the double team a little bit in the full court press. Brown with the ball at center court.
They're running a 1-2-2, and then they switch real quick, and they come out the trap. But
Elam looked for the 3, drives in,
nice
kicks it
pass.
over to Willman for 2.
Nice pass by Elam.
Very nice job by Elam. Way to see it. Gets the assist. And now Northwestern with the ball. They're looking for Parker. He's trying to get open, but Brown playing really solid defense on him. And what do they got?
That's a turnover.
Step out of bounds?
Must have
stepped out of bounds. Good defense by Stephen Hoover.
And that's the second turnover of the game for Northwestern.
And now Elam with the ball. He's going to bring it across half-court line. He gets it over to Brown. Brown looking around for his teammates. Gets it all the way over to Elam. Elam looks for the 3, now shoots it. Is a little off, and rebound goes to Parker. Parker bringing the ball up the court behind the back. Jump for 3, no good. Rebound goes to Hoover. Hoover gives it up to Brown. Brown's going to bring it on the far side of the court. He gets across the timeline. Again, the double team on Brown. Looking for a player that's open. They step off. He backs over into his corner on the far side. The Northwestern fans clapping and cheering.
I'm almost surprised they're double teaming him because
three by Strobel. Good! You don't want to leave them open, and this is what we said they needed to do, Chris.
Yep, and that's assist number 3 for Luke.
And here we go. Northwestern with the ball. They get the ball down low on the block, but they kick it back out for 3. No good. Rebound to Willman. Willman finds Brown. Brown's going to push it up the court. Steps for 3. Good! And the Bruins take a 21-8 lead. Timeout by the Tigers. And with that, we are going to take our first timeout here at Northwestern. Blackford leads 21-8 with 1:58 to go.
Town Acres Church of Christ in Muncie, a friendly congregation striving for biblical truth. Only 20 minutes south of Hartford City on Reagan Road, just west of the Muncie Bypass. Town Acres has classes for all, loves visitors, and works to embody the first century church. Sunday Bible study at 9:30 a.m., worship at 10:30 and 1:30. Visit us on the web at townacreschurchofchrist.org. No one is a stranger at Town Acres Church of Christ.
All right, Chris, we are back. Oh, they have a countdown timer for their timeouts. That's tonight. 1:58, but you were saying something in the break.
Yeah, part of the reason I'm surprised that they're double teaming Luke out front was Andran tried to do that, and even with their quickness, they couldn't.
Yes.
And I almost think Luke's toying with them right now because eventually he's going to beat that double team, and then it's going to be 5-on-3. We've just got to finish once that happens.
You're absolutely right.
And so far, they're doing an excellent job of finishing.
Blackford is doing a great job of finishing. They get the ball to Parker. He drives into the paint. And Brown tips it away, and he's keeping his hands in there on the ball. Parker drives in. He gets the pick for 3. He is off.
Just got a
rebound. No good. The 6'4" drops to the ground, and Brown gets the ball. And he gets it to Willman. Oh! Goaltending on Tayson Parker. The bucket is good.
Tell you, I'm impressed with Blackford coming out and so many. I mean, everybody scored except for War so far, and Luke's got 4
The
assists.
alley-oop off the glass. Very good. There's not much you can do about that unless you want to try to injure the player, and we don't want to see that.
You just kind of have to applaud him and say, okay, we can't let that happen again.
Yeah, exactly. Now Elam with the ball, drives over here to the near side, passes to Hoover. Hoover hands it off. Oh, wow. No foul called.
That should have been travel.
They give it back to Blackford, though. Brown for 3. Nothing but net. Are you kidding me? Now under 50 seconds. Parker with the ball. Dribbles between the leg. Gets down low. He's going to get fouled by Hoover.
I think Luke's come out to prove a point tonight as well.
I think he did. I think he is. He was upset Saturday with that loss to Andrean. He thought that we should have had it, and he's coming out to show the world that we can hang with any team out there.
Well, this is an important game because I was talking to Mr. Rugen beforehand. We need a couple of these wins that got Southern Wells, Oak Hill, Wabash, just so when we go into that, if we play Tipton, we've got that confidence knowing we can get this done.
Absolutely. Parker with his second is good. Oh, shoot, I gave those both to us.
Well, we got a lot of points, so.
And Parker's going to play real tight defense on
and
Brown.
He can't guard him.
Drives in off the glass for 2.
You cannot guard him one-on-one.
Parker's going to bring the ball up the court. This may end up being a one-on-one game here from here on out because Parker looks like he wants the ball. He's taking it, and now Elam's going to get his first foul.
That's 2.
Oh, it's his second foul.
Yeah, he had one earlier on the sideline.
Oh, that's right, down over here, didn't he?
Yep. Luke is off to a 5-for-5, 14-point first quarter.
Wow.
So much for that defensive average I was throwing out there and that senior night comment I made.
You are right. Parker loses the ball. He gives it to Brown. Brown's going to drive in. He goes down towards the baseline. He gives it up.
Yep. They had him trapped down there in that corner.
5 seconds on the clock for 3. No good. Rebound goes to Blackford. They're just going to hold on to it and send it into the second quarter. Blackford still leading 28-12.
Auto Sales and Service with Scott Confer and crew have over 85 years of experience in the auto sales and service area. Since 1946, Huggins has been a name you can trust to get you the car or truck you need and providing you with all of your service department needs from their highly trained ASC master technicians. Located at 2603 North Walnut Street in Hartford City, or you can see their inventory at hugginsshowroom.com.
All right, we are back this second quarter, and Chris's first quarter stats brought to you by Town Acres Church of Christ, located at 2411 East Riggin Road in Muncie, Indiana. Visit them online at townacreschurchofchrist.org. All right, Chris, go ahead with those stats.
Okay, part of the reason Blackford's only got one turnover is they're 6 for 8 from three-point range, 5 for 5 from two-point range, 11 for 13, just unbelievable. Northwestern, on the other hand, 2 for 7 from two-point, 1 for 6 from three-point, 3 for 13 in the first quarter, and 5 for 6 from the foul line, though, so they are getting to the foul line.
It's been a good game so far, Chris. This is just you couldn't ask for a better start to the game. I'll just put it that way.
This is where you see how much we learned from Saturday. We got off to a quick start against Andrean Saturday. We were up, I think, 20-12 at the end of the first quarter. Now they've got to be able to sustain this effort and get this win. You don't want to have 16-point lead slip away from you.
Right, absolutely. Northwestern comes out with the ball first. They had it in the paint, but then they kick it back out. They're going to shoot for 3, and it's good. Hurd in the game for Elam now. Brown going to bring the ball up, and it's just going to be Tayson Parker on Brown. And it looks like all Bruins are sitting down on the baseline. Not sure. Brown's going to drive in. Oh, and one.
There's Parker's first foul, and we talked about that earlier.
Exactly. You said that if he gets in foul trouble, then chances are it gives us a better chance of winning. Am I right?
Yeah, they struggled Saturday without him.
All right, so I must have.
Brown is just he is out here tonight to prove a point and off to a very good start in doing so.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry, I got it back. There we go.
Parker drives, spins, puts it off the board. And again, that's one of those moves you just can't do a whole lot about. Not without grabbing him and fouling him.
Absolutely. And now Brown with the ball. He's going to drive it straight. The 2 steps, doesn't get it.
A lot of
Parker's
body.
on a run.
A lot of body in there.
Oh, he dunks it. What do we?
I think we're going to call timeout. I don't know what. Something's going on with Luke. He's got a towel. He may have got hit in the face on that last drive because it looked like there was a lot of contact in there when he went in the lane.
And it does look like Blackford's going to call the timeout. And with that, we'll go ahead and take a timeout as well. Blackford still leads 30-19.
Are you looking for a used car at an affordable price? Call Dave Montgomery at Dave's Car Corner. He has the nicest used cars on the market, and you just can't beat the friendly service that Dave Montgomery provides. Located at 1225 North Walnut Street in Hartford City.
I thought he was just going to throw it off the glass, but man, what a dunk. Hey, we can all appreciate that kind of play. That is phenomenal, a great job, and that was exciting to watch. Had I thought about it, had it been one of our players, I probably would have hit the replay. And I didn't even think about it, but that's still, you can't take that away from him. We were sitting there saying that looked like an old Michael Jordan free throw line dunk with as far back as he got.
He was back there.
So I'm not sure. It looked like you said that Luke may have gotten a little scratch.
They handed him a towel, and he was wiping his nose off. So, yeah.
But then Blackford called the timeout. There's still just a few seconds left on that timeout. But Blackford ready to go.
Well, and Northwestern's come out and outscored Blackford 7-2 this early part of the second quarter, 6:48 to go. So we played 1:12. Blackford just got it. Maybe why they called the timeout too, to get the composure back and not let that dunk build up too much momentum.
Right, absolutely, and that's one thing. A dunk can definitely do that. That's for sure. And Brown with the ball. He's just got one guy on him. And they try to set the pick, get it over to Hoover on the corner. He gets it back out to Willman, back to Brown. Brown for three. Oh, in and out, no good. And now Northwestern with the ball. Tigers bring it all the way back out to the top of the key, all the way in the corner where Hoover, off the baseline, they calling a foul on the floor.
Going to call that on Hoover.
That's going to be Hoover's second.
Yep. And I think they've taken Parker off Luke because they found out real quick that's just going to get him in foul trouble.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, he just took him to the hole, and because the first time they had him one-on-one, Luke went around him and made a pass.
Right. So Northwestern has only committed one foul, Blackford 6.
Ooh.
And 2 of those to Cam Elam.
And a lot of that is because Northwestern is penetrating and getting the ball in the paint.
Oh, nice rebound. Again, offensive boards are the Achilles heel. Under 6 minutes to play here in the half. Brown with the ball.
Lead has gone from 16 to 9.
He's setting something up off the corner. Thank you. Good. Nice. Strobel, right, for 3?
Yep. And assist number 5 for Mr. Brown. Thank you.
And Parker drives it straight to the hole for 2.
Maybe that dunk woke him up.
Yeah, we're going to have to.
I'm trying to find the clock.
All right, Brown on the near side in his little corner, and Parker gets a handle on it. And they're going to take it back to the other side and set up a play here. For 3, no good. Oh, rebound goes to Northwestern. They were just a little bit more aggressive. And that should be off Northwestern number 30, and it is.
Sorry I didn't help you much there.
That's all right. I'm trying to
at least get it on the clock a little bit, and I'll move the water.
Oh,
Brown brings it up, gets into the paint, kicks it out. Hoover drives. Yep.
Parker with the ball. You guys may be without a clock for a minute. Charge!
Oh.
Was that on Parker?
Yes, and that's number 2.
That is number 2. Good job. Who drew that? Strobel?
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure it was Strobel because he was touching his chest like, man, that kind of hurt.
Yeah, well, that might have been him then. I can't imagine him leaving Parker in because this is just about what he had to play. Well, they're going to leave him in, so if I'm Blackford, I'm going to give the ball to somebody and have him go at him.
Yes, that's exactly what I would do. 3, good for Brown.
From Strobel, nice assist by Strobel.
And Parker now with the ball. He's going to drive it all the way in. He dunks it again.
And you know what? We hit a 3, and that's still only worth 2. Blackford up by 11.
You are correct, Chris.
You don't get style points. I'll tell you what, him double teaming out there.
Strobel just a little off the mark.
Deep.
And it looks like they've got a nice trap.
Oh, and Hoover got the steal but bounced it on the out-of-bounds line.
All right, we're going to try to get this thing back in some kind of range.
So it is 36-25 Blackford. And we have Bennett bringing the ball up the court.
All right, so
he's over to O'Neal. O'Neal's back to Bennett. Parker's trying to get away from Brown out front. Good rebound by Dalton Willman.
All right, I think I got the scoreboard back, or the clock.
Luke.
Another 3. Good. Oh, my goodness. Brown is putting on a 3-point clinic tonight.
He is 6 for 7 out there.
And now he's on Parker. Parker steps, drives the lane. And Hoover's going to pick up his 3rd foul, sending Parker to the line, shooting 2.
Yeah, he reached instead of just getting his hands up there and cutting off the baseline. He had his hands out in front of him and reached.
Just being a little too aggressive. Thanks to Northwestern, they just brought us waters. That was the blur that you've seen in front of the screen.
Parker's 3 for 3 from the foul line tonight. He is at 2, 4. He's hit 5 twos in a row now, so he's up to 16 points, going for 17.
And he hits it. And it looks like we've just got a substitution. 24 and 30. Parker going to take a seat probably for the last 3 minutes of this quarter.
Yeah, he can't afford to pick up number 3.
No, he cannot. Now Strobel with the ball. And this should be Blackford's chance to really progress this game and extend this lead.
And they're going to double team Brown again.
And Strobel for 3, just a little short.
Yep.
Nobody there for the rebound. It looked like he was stepping close to that line, so he must have been towing it. And Northwestern with the ball on the far side of the court. Brings it back out to the top. They get it down low to the big guy, and he misses the layup.
Ward's got a hand on that.
They get the rebound, and I believe – I didn't think that was a 3.
I didn't either, but Bennett got it.
They cut it to 3, or cut it to 10. Now Strobel gives it over to Wars. Wars is going to drive it across the timeline. And, a nice pick by Willman. Looked like old number 24 almost fell on the ground. And now the coach calling for the double team on Brown. Brown gets it all the way over to Hurd. Hurd drives baseline, gets it up, no good. And Northwestern gets the rebound. And that's what you need to do. Take the ball to the hole, take it on the baseline, but hopefully not with 3 guys guarding you.
Yeah, they just cut him off, and he took a tough shot, and it didn't go that time.
Yep. Probably trying to draw the foul, but
got to keep him honest. Can't hit threes all night. We got to get in that paint some. And like I said, I don't know that we've still, other than Brown's 1 free throw, we have not been to the foul line.
No, I don't think we have. Well, I mean, they've only committed 2 fouls, both of them, on Parker.
Yes.
And now Northwestern just kind of passing the ball around the top of the arc. And Hurd down there playing defense on the big guy. And they get it off the glass. No good. And Willman gets the rebound.
Should be off. Yep, off his hand. Good job by Dalton.
Woo. He was falling out of bounds, threw it off the guy's hand, and it's a Blackford ball on the baseline.
And that's Dalton's 5th rebound of the game.
Nice job by Willman. Brown brings the ball across the timeline here on the near side. Drives around, back out to the top. Sets for 3. No, I think is that his first miss?
No,
and he's going to get his own rebound.
Yep,
thanks to Dalton Willman.
Tipped it out, and we're still not going to call foul.
And they're going to call the jump ball. It goes Blackford's way.
Luca's 6 for 8 from 3-point range. So, yes, that's his second miss.
Second miss. All right, it looks like we've got timeout, Blackford. Wow, what a game so far. We're going to keep it right here. It should be just a 30-second. Nope, it is a full. So let's go ahead and get into one ad, and then we'll come back.
An insurance claim suffered to your home or business and not quite sure if you're getting the settlement you deserve? If so, contact Jeremy and the team of CMA Claim Management Adjusters for a free claim consultation. Nationally recognized as one of the nation's most respected public adjusting firms, CMA handles all types of insurance claims: fire, theft, hail, flood, and many more. Large or small, we settle them all, ensuring you get everything you're entitled to. Contact CMA today for a free consultation at 844-CMA-9110 or visit their website at www.claimmanagementadjusters.com.
All right, everybody, we are back. 20 seconds left before we come back from this timeout. Anything interesting on the chat line?
Just looking, everybody's still impressed with the dunk. People are saying we'll trade a 3 for a dunk all day long, and Luke dominating. Luke, he's got 23 points right now, so he's off to a great first half. Been a great first half, and we talked about, Northwestern's defensive average is 48.5 points, and in their last 2 games they've given up 48 and 45, and we're almost there.
Well, it's eerily reminiscent of last season, but in our favor this time.
Yep.
Hurd gets it into Willman. Willman back out to Hurd, back to nope, gets taken away. He had the open lane, just didn't get it there in time. And Northwestern with the ball, top of the key now. Nope, they're bringing it back to the top. Looks like they're going to slow it down with 45 seconds on the clock.
They're just going to go for one here. Turnover-wise, Blackford's got 3 turnovers now, and Northwestern has 4. So turnover-free night, too.
You couldn't ask for anything more, really. Elam looking to come back into this contest, but I don't think he's going to make it.
No, I think he might as well get comfortable.
Northwestern just holding on to the ball at the top of the key. Waiting on the clock to drop down. They're behind by 10. And now Blackford comes up as they turn their head.
He looked at the coach, and they went after him.
Yes, they did, and now they're playing really strong defense. A nice zone.
Oh, guess what? If it was touched.
Yeah, they gave Brown the touch. 6.4 on the clock, and now Elam gets to come in for that last 6.5 seconds.
And I'd put him somewhere where he can't get number 3 here.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want him picking up that third foul before we come back out of the half.
As many threes as number 11 has taken.
And Parker's back in as well.
Oh, and they want him to have it.
And he does try to shoot it, misses.
Air ball.
Not even close. That's going to take us to halftime. Blackford with a 10-point lead, 40-30, going into halftime. And as always, the new thing that we have, going to run all of our ads congruent.
We're the American Veterans, or AMVETS. Our mission is to help all veterans secure the benefits they're entitled to as part of their enlistment. If you're a veteran and have never registered with the VA, contact us to discover all the benefits you may be entitled to. Our local VA hospitals in Fort Wayne, Marion, and Indianapolis. They're certified to file a VA claim for you and see it through at no charge to you. Contact AMVETS at the number listed below.
Are you suffering from neck, back, or joint pain?